Alright, gamers. I'm back after a slight streaming pause for a few days, and I'm ready to play. I'm ready to get back into our Pokemon White version, randomized Nuzlocke. You guys know the rules. And we had just gotten to Nimbasa. We have a bunch of stuff to do in and around the Nimbasa area, and that's what we'll be doing today. I'm sorry, there's a fucking Groudon here. But yes, this is what we're gonna be doing today, is dealing with the Nimbasa city. Hopefully we're able to get to and through the gym. You don't have any grass-type moves, do you? No. Well then, I hate to say it, with the bad weather, we might need to just run. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go back to the gym. Or, not the gym, the Pokemon Center. We're gonna go back to the Pokemon Center, get some healing. And then we'll come back and take care of all the wild Pokemon, all of the trainer battles. But yeah, long time no see. Basically a whole bunch of stuff was going on all at once, unfortunately, and I'll get to that a little bit more once there are a couple of people in chat. I feel bad. I felt really bad about missing the past few days of streaming. But I'm finally back, and we might have to miss another day or two sometime in the near future. Possibly tomorrow and Friday are the big ones that I've got some stuff going on. Can I get Silverwind now? Would I want Silverwind? I don't care for Nightmare. Silverwind, though. A good bug-type move. A good bug-type special move. It's not that good, but it can do some cool stuff. Oh, Hathy. Pretty sure you're gonna be special. Oh, Miracle Eye might be good. We'll get rid of Headbutt. I don't think we have much use for Headbutt. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of stuff to do here in Nimbasa. I think there's one more Pokemon encounter, technically speaking. So if we come into, like, the little extra area from here. There's a bunch of trainer battles on this route and the other adjacent route from Nimbasa City. There's a bunch of wild Pokemon for us to encounter and just, like, fight, beat up a little bit so we can get levels and experience. There are the two stadiums, the big stadium and the small stadium, both with, I think it should be about 1 or 2 battles a day. So we're definitely going to try to do those today, and then hopefully we'll still be in the area to do those next time we come into Pokemon. Oh, Rotom. Guys, I love Rotom. Rotom's such a cool Pokemon, and it looks so good in this generation. Rotom's definitely up there as one of my top Pokemon. If I'm able to get, like, somewhat big as a streamer, YouTuber, I would love to make a video talking about, like, my top 10 Pokemon. Ooh, Onion's got Aqua Ring. I love rings on my Onions. But I need to get rid of a move, and I'm thinking it'd probably be Round. There are some heavy hitters in this grass that we haven't, you know. Yeah, there's some heavy hitters like Apom here. Sure, the Groudon and the Magnezone are not the real threats. The real threat is this Apom. Hit it with a Supersonic. It tried to baton pass its way out of here. So one thing, chat, I'm not that kind of, I'm not the kind of person who's able to, like, tell you the damage spectrums and goes crazy in detail with, like, stats and stuff on the Pokemon. I'm not that kind of superfan. I'm more the superfan who just enjoys the really neat designs and has niche opinions on which designs are good and which ones are bad. But you guys already know that. I've already talked about how some of my favorite Pokemon are the ones that everyone else hates. Okay, Lostlorn Forest. So this is another encounter. This is another Pokemon we can catch. Because this is a different... Hey, my Mons! Welcome into the stream! Long time no see. And yes, Snack. We love a good snack on this channel. We got a Soothe Bell. Okay. Good if we wanna... Good if we have any friendship evolutions we need to play around with. A Yanma. Okay, that's a good... It's an okay Pokemon. I think I'm out of Quick Balls. Out of Quick Balls, I do have some Master Balls I could throw at it, but I'd really rather try to preserve those. The team. Yeah. So, the team is looking like this. We've got Onion, who is our Palpitoad. Hathy, our Beheeyem. Susie, our Lickitung. Jackenstein, our Paris, who is a few levels away from a level up, but still close. Task, our Noctowl, and Vessel the Vaporeon. Ooh. Ooh, Detect. Oh, you're gonna protect yourself so hard from my healing ring. Oh, it's already got speed boost? I didn't know it got that. I thought it had to wait until its evolution. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna try to catch this Yanma. We're gonna use one of our probably Ultra Balls. Oh no.
What you gonna do with?
It's already begun. gets the hidden ability, then that makes it all the more, rare that we encountered that in the wild as our first Pokemon. That's pretty good. I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. Never mind. Oop. Was it just regular secondary ability or something? Hidden ability is Frisk. Frisk isn't a bad ability. Not what we're looking for here, though. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Especially right now, we've currently got it set up to where I think the important trainers like your rival and gym battles, they should all have items on their strongest Pokemon. That's a great question. I was wondering why Yanma wasn't going in either, but it looks like we finally put it in the ball. It can hover in one spot by flapping its wings at high speed. Great. What are we naming you, buddy?
Victory scream!
Hooray! Squish. Honestly, Squish is a pretty sick name. I can go with Squish. We had been going with a particular naming convention, but I think we can start deviating from that naming convention because it is kind of sort of alienating some of my viewers. Not all of you were there for the Deltarune playthrough. So naming every Pokemon after it's maybe not the best. Anyway, we're gonna encounter a few more Pokemon around here. Partially just to see what other options we would have had. But also, of course, for experience. Oh, sing. Don't sing at me. I want to be asleep. Yeah, certainly not a million. There's a lot, though. Probably enough to fill in a lot of what we would be doing on stream, but yeah, definitely not a million. If we had enough characters naming a Pokemon the chair from that one room, that would be funny. That'd be objectively funny, though. I don't think we have insomnia, but I'm kind of wishing we did. Because this is annoying. Excuse you, how'd you know I was gonna switch out? Hmm? Especially if it didn't exceed the character limit. Sadly, it does. But instead, we're just gonna throw a hyper beam at this Clefable, and unfortunately, it sings right back at us. Emerald Rogue, or Emerald, or Black 2. So, Black 2 is one of the extremely few Pokemon Core Series games that I haven't played. I never played Black and White 2. Funnily enough. I've looked at some gameplay of Emerald Rogue, and I don't think I don't think it's quite up my alley. I did play Emerald, though. Oh god, with Metronome, what are you going to do? Do I have full restores yet? No. Very much no. I'd say of those options, Emerald Rogue would probably be the most appealing to me right now if you're looking for suggestions. Not like yellow or crystal or emerald, closer to silver crystal. That's pretty cool. I was thinking maybe eventually we could play Black 2 or White 2 on stream. I do want to play it eventually. Just for the sake of story. Of getting that little bit of story. What is with this Clefable? Yeah, for the sake of story. Because, like I said, I've never played it. I think it'd be interesting and fun to do so at some point. Maybe we wouldn't even have it randomized just because I don't know everything about that one. That could be fun to just do a regular playthrough. No Nuzlocke, no randomization, just, hey guys, I'm enjoying this game I haven't played before. Alright, and just about everybody gets experience from that because that was silly and rough. You want to be named after a Mareep? That's fair. Mareep is a cool Pokemon. I do recall you saying it was one of your favorites. I'm certainly a fan of Mareep. I think Mareep, the Mareep line, would be like in my honorable mentions of my top 10. Like, it's really close to there. I love the design. I love how it looks. That's fair. Electric types are pretty cool. Yeah, probably top 15, I would say. Roughly. You missed the Rotom. We had a Rotom a little bit earlier, and I think I like Rotom just a little bit more than Mareep. Rotom probably makes top 10. We can grab a couple of Hyper Potions. I don't think we need them yet. All of our Pokemon are a little bit... it was just base Rotom. As far as which one I like most, that's actually really rough. I like all the Rotom forms. Though I think the refrigerator has a certain charm and appeal to it. Anyway, hi Backpacker Joey. Either Mow or Heat. Mow and Heat are definitely really good, design-wise. Big fans of those guys as well. Oh, that's a good point. Oh, don't worry. We would need to finish this first. And then I would probably take a short break from playing Pokemon on stream. So, like, to kind of break it down, I like to have, like, 2 or 3 games that I'm playing throughout the course of a week on stream. Something that I can usually play, like, typically something I can play Monday, Wednesday, Friday, something I can play Tuesday, Thursday, and then something I could play on the weekends. Type of beat.
What you gonna do with all that ass, 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 all that ass.
I see now my mistake of using the words break it down. But no, seriously, breaking it down into that sort of beat kind of helps me not feel too burnt out on streaming one particular thing. I feel a little bit more like I'm giving you guys some good variety of content. To look forward to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I really don't want to limit myself down to just streaming any one particular thing. Which has its upsides and its downsides. On the upside, I can appeal to a broader overall audience. On the downside, not everybody necessarily wants to watch, say, Hades. Such as you. You have a Pokemon-themed nickname, you're more likely to stream to join into Pokemon-themed streams. It seems to be right up your alley. And so, I understand that you're not always going to jump in on just all of the variety content, which is fair and fine. It's a slight downside to variety is that not everybody's interested in everything. Sad but true. That's fair. I hope I either am or am becoming a streamer that you like. Also, I'm sorry for taking a few days off from streaming. I felt really bad about it. There was like a whole bunch of things going on, off and on, back and forth, all at the same time, that kept me from being able to tune in these past few days. And sadly, all of it's not done. In fact, some of it just got pushed back to this week, this upcoming week. And I'm glad you won't. I feel like most of my viewers won't. I still feel bad about it. I do like streaming. I do like bringing you guys content. Just feels bad to have to miss a stream. you know? Oh no. We got all riled up. Yeah, I think it was yesterday, because I've been mostly sleeping during the day now, so, like, I'm largely asleep sometime around, like, 8 a.m., and then waking up at around 4 or 5 in the afternoon. Waking up, having a few hours to do some basic chores, and then I get on stream. But I think it was yesterday, just everything ended up being pushed around in such a way that I woke up at, I want to say 7. I have an alarm at 7 to kind of, like, remind me I've got a stream coming up. Get ready for the stream. My alarm goes off, and I'm like, no, that wasn't enough sleep. I gotta take care of myself. I've already missed, like, 3 days of stream, but I'm just not in a position that I can handle this today. And, like, I felt bad about it, but also, I gotta take care of myself. I'm glad you guys understand how important self-care is. Over Eva Marie, I feel absolutely. And sadly, like I said, there is a chance that I miss 1 or 2 more streams this week. Because I've got something going on tomorrow. I've got something going on Wednesday, and I've got 2 things going on Friday, actually. You shouldn't have levitate. So yeah, I'll try not to miss stream for all of those days, but if things happen, things happen. Okay, Aaron. Easy for a ground type to deal with. Easy win, chat. That's fair. You know, enjoy your game. I like having an active chat, but sometimes you guys are doing things and you have me on in the background, and I understand that. That's cool. Honestly, it is such a high honor to be used as background noise. I think there's only ever 1 or 2 people that fight you in the arenas. Good. I appreciate nickname input, especially. I don't always know what to name these little idiots. I used to name them a lot as a kid, but eventually I kind of stopped giving them nicknames when I became more of a collector, and I was just trying to fill in the spots in my boxes. Oh, I know. Oh, I hate that feeling. I had a faulty Nintendo DS, actually, back when I was a kid, so sometimes it would just cut off. And one of the most tragic moments was I was playing Pokemon Soul Silver, and it had been like 2 hours since I last saved, and I was actually struggling. Oof. Didn't save is also pretty bad. I had been struggling against one of the rival battles. So it was mostly 2 hours of me retrying the same battle over and over again, but still, I finally beat him, and right when I beat him, the system cut off. It was one of my most tragic Pokemon moments, and that's part of why I save so often. Yes, wait, it was awful. It didn't even have low battery, it just kind of had an issue with the system. Where it would do that occasionally. Yeah, good old John Nintendo, one of my biggest haters. Wow, your rug and roll it didn't even have sturdy? Come on. It's not a very stable practice if it's not sturdy. I did always think it was neat that Pokemon White and Black had this, these arenas that would change to different sports. I always thought that was kind of cool. Do I have anything to give to the chef? I don't think I have anything chef-worthy. Present. Okay, that was a critical hit. I don't know if that was a particularly high roll for present, but it doesn't matter. We knocked him out, so we'll switch. Doduo. Okay, you're flying team. I still don't really have much to deal with flying types. I'd really like to get a nice ice type move, like Blizzard or just Aurora Beam or anything like that. I'd like an ice type to go with it, but I'll settle for it being on Vaporeon. Oh, what's it take to get a Lucario in Black and White 2? Is it easy to get? Or is it easy to get Riolu, I guess? I know it's a friendship evolution, and most of those are a pain in the ass. Yeah. Well, no wonder it's not evolving when you talk to it like that. It can feel the abuse. It can feel the hatred. No, I didn't mean to talk to you again. Chef lady. Okay, I have something she wants. Is it a berry? Could be the power herb. Do they take herbs? Do they like those? Oval stone. No, it's just a regular rock. No, I'm definitely not extremely overly upset over the random pixels on my screen. No, not at all. Can I give you the revival herb? Nope. Okay. I'm just gonna sort my baggie anyways. Ooh, another thing, chat. I've made some small changes. One, you guys shouldn't be able to see my mouse on screen anymore. I feel like that was a little bit annoying, and I felt like it was annoying to watch. Almost like a bug, like a cockroach or something. So I was largely trying to keep my mouse off screen. But now I can have it on screen and you guys don't see it. I made that change. I'm also looking into changing software specifically for playing games like Pokemon. Well, just took a risk and they didn't even like it. Wow, that's exactly how it feels. But no, I am thinking about changing to a different software because this one has some... This has some things that are frustrating me. And I actually went to the wiki page for the software to be like, hey, mostly to just like look around. Looked at the frequently asked questions, finally decided to educate myself. And, like, the two things that I wanted to do, they seem to be overly rude about on the frequently asked questions page. And on their homepage, the just general wiki and stuff. The overall vibe of the message was, guys, we don't fucking care. We're not changing this. We are not implementing it in the future. Please fuck off. Which I can kind of understand, but it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way how adamantly in what the mood of the typing was. It's understandable though, you know, not everyone gets their point across properly over text. Also, I can't thank you enough, my mons, for ensuring to add like the /J and stuff when you use sarcasm and joking voice. I appreciate it. It helps me a lot to understanding the tone of the paragraph I'm reading. Not paragraph, sentence that I'm reading. It's a shame more people don't do that. Especially over text communications. Just like, I don't know if you hate me or if you're just clarifying because you know that what you said is confusing. Well, curse sucks. That's fair. Ooh, another experience share. How fun. I mean, I see them as being pretty much the same way, because typically if you're joking in such a way that you would put /J at the end, it's not exactly distinguishable from just using sarcasm. Basically, I read them the same way, so I'm not... Don't... Read them the same way, so it's still appreciated. Drapion, go die in a hole. I hate you. I hate your typing. Oh yay, I can be put in the Coolio box? Dude, hell yeah. And I get to name a Pokemon? Okay, I gotta start thinking of Ekans names. Names for cute Ekans. You could probably name it like Slithers or something. I think Slithers would be a good name. I'm not very good with Pokemon naming my mons. Like that's why a lot of my Pokemon for a hot minute now, like for the past few years, have just I don't bother nicknaming them. I do nicknames on stream because it's fun. And because in Nuzlocke you're supposed to. Oh right, you're an artist. Won't get it without trading, so different Pokemon. That's fair. I don't know what Pokemon are natively in Black and White 2. I imagine most of the Black and White cast. Anyway, hi Embor. I just fully evolved Fire Pig that is currently roasting itself. Oh, wrong move. Whoopsie doodle. Ah, yes. The tongue bug. Tongue bug snake. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good description of like half my team. That's Lickitung, Paris. We don't have Arbok anymore. Ooh, who wants to learn Bite? Oh boy. You can probably get rid of Tackle at this point. Okay, we should probably go back and heal. Most of our Pokemon are starting to look a little bit rough, a little bit beat up. Did they have the move beat up in 5th gen? I'll be honest, I'm a little bit fuzzy on certain details between the Pokemon. Like I said, I'm not one of those crazy people that knows like all of the default IVs and EVs. I'm also not one of the kind of person that tries to get perfect IVs and EVs literally ever. Probably not. I know it was in 6th gen. I know it was in X and Y. I have extremely vague memories of whether or not I ever used it in black and white. Also, we might end up being a little bit of a shorter stream here today. Getting back into the swing of things and all that. Take a guess when it was introduced. Well, phrasing it like that, I'm thinking it was probably introduced in like Gen 3. Like, if you're putting it like that, it tells me I'm probably wrong. Close enough, Gen 2. Wow, really? That's very surprising. I guess maybe I just didn't use a lot of dark types when I played through black and white as a kid. Alright, 1 second. I'm just doing some stretching and readjusting. Ooh, that's fair. Food is important. Ammonite! Yo, Ammonite's pretty sick. Laters. Laters, my mons. Hope you eat well. Aw, oh, hell yeah, water absorb. Get that health back. Bug type? We can do bug. All my weaker mons have got to really start pitching in for damage, for experience. Like, you guys are really falling behind Vessel. Also, wow, that did a lot of damage. Not happy about it. Not happy about it, dude. Not cool. We'll probably take care of the rest of the trainers in this little area and then hang up for the day. Much as I regret to do that to you guys, I'm running on fumes from a stressful week. Still recovering. Hopefully this week will be a little bit less stressful since everything's actually already in my calendar and shouldn't be canceled or moved last minute. Of course, no promises. How dare you? How dare you flinch us? You just come into the battle like you own everything and just like smack us around. The audacity. Oh, an electric guitar, right, for the Pokemon musical thing. We'll totally do the musical next time. Next time, chat. Next time we'll probably grind out some levels a little bit, do the musical, and then finally fight the gym. I know it's been a few episodes and you guys are probably getting real antsy to see that gym. Me personally, I'm super curious what type it's going to end up being. It's like my favorite part about these randomizers is that the gem type gets randomized. It's fun to kind of picture it as something a little bit different. Ooh, okay. We probably should have switched out since we gotta take a turn to recover. Yeah, we're good. We're fine. Hyper Beam. Turn around and around and around and around. Okay, I think that's everybody here. Okay. Alright, good stream. We're gonna save here and leave off for the day. Great stream, everybody. Really sorry that this one was preceded by several absences and that it was also so short. But for sure, I'll get you guys next time. I'm mostly just very much still running on fumes a little bit. But you've been a great audience. I love you guys. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.